2. Coming at you live in Vivid Seat Studios in, what is this, Pasadena? Southish?
We're in
Southish,
LA.
Pasadena.
Pasadena.
This is the Blue Heaven Podcast. What's going on, guys? We're a lot less sad this week, but we're still pretty sad.
Still sad. Born sad.
Born sad, yeah. Born sad.
Sad boys.
We are powered by the Overtime Podcast Network. What is going on? My name is Clint. You can find me as Real FRG on the Twitters and the Instagrams.
And my name is Brooke. You can find me at BrookeMe3 on Twitter and Instagram. Or G-Man Choi's Twitter page, probably.
Rest in peace, G-Man Choi. I guess we should say that guy over there is Mr. Gary Lee on the buttons. He's doing the buttons. If you're going to piece, you got to... even though that doesn't do anything for the podcast side. So on today's show, guys, we already see people here in the stream. I see our boy Hatfield. What's going on, Brian? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hatfield over there on Facebook. How about them Nats? We got to talk about them Nats because apparently they're pretty good. We got to have some more reactions, not only our own, and I promise I'm not going to be as out here wild as I was last week. I dropped a few soup bombs, if you will. A too early look at free agency and just the general offseason because it's too early. We don't want to be here. You don't want to be here, right? You don't want to be here.
I don't want to be anywhere.
But
yeah, you're right.
Maybe finally this is the offseason where big changes happen to make their way here. But first, we got to talk about our friends over there in the upper right-hand corner. I think that's right. We got to give a shout-out to Sportscaster.com. At Sportscaster, you can be the star of your own show with built-in studio graphics. I'm just going to read the thing. And access to special events. You can look like a pro and sound like a pro. So if you'd like to live stream or game or what's going on over there, Chief?
So he said, happy birthday, Clintifer.
Clintifer
is really
you,
good.
Jehoon.
If there was a birthday thing on the soundboard, I would do it, but I don't think there is. That's good.
If you want to be the star of your own show, be your own broadcaster, visit sportscaster.com today. That is CSTR.com. But, of course, after our stream and maybe even after I guess there's we're rooting for nobody in this Yankees-Astros game. Like, still, Rally Meteor. That would be a great birthday present, just Rally Meteor straight up. But I see Gail in the stream. Happy birthday, FRG. Thank you very much. I am years old today, years young.
Wait, one more time. What was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
That
still
makes sense,
hurting from the Korean barbecue that we went to yesterday. Thank you, Gary. Aegon is in the stream. Hey, guys, how's it going? Aegon wants to know how's it going.
It's, I was really sad last week, and today I'm really sad.
Wait.
So, there you go.
Oh man, Nomo FOMO is still upset, which is very reasonable. It's we got a Clintosaurus from Jess. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate it.
People are really good with making your name and stuff, and it's really making me giggle.
I mean, most of the time I hear asshole, but that's just from my old lady. Hey,
FCC.
Won't let me be or let me be me. So not this week. So how are you coping? How about them Nats? How are you handling, besides the sad, besides not wanting to be anywhere? How are you handling this?
Well, I have a question.
Gary.
If you have to lose to a team, don't you want that team to win the whole thing?
Yes.
That's a good point, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because you're like, we lost to the team that won everything. I'm not saying the Nats are going to win everything. They probably won't because the Astros are phenomenal, and I hate them, and I want them to fall off a cliff. All of them.
Yes.
Every last one of them.
Every cliff. Fall off all the
especially
cliffs.
Josh Reddick. But wouldn't you
I
want
don't
your
know
team
her.
to lose to the team that won the whole thing?
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel okay about it right now. Because they, oh boy. Oh, those Cardinals, man. Poor guys.
Like, looking at that series, looking at that NLCS, is it something where the Cards were just bad or were the Nats just that exceptionally good? Was it a combination? What do you guys feel about that particular series?
I think the Cardinals missed the alarm that said, hey, we're supposed to start the National League Championship Series this week. And they were like, oh, yeah, we were supposed to show up.
I think my favorite part, like, there's so much, like, at least we get the joy of all, like, the Harper stuff has been magnificent gold. Of like the Wolverine, that Harper holding the picture of the Nats and him not being there is good, and so many other things. Of course, Bryce Harper got his wish when he signed with Philly. His quote was, "I want to bring a title back to DC." And hey, you know what? He's doing his damnedest to do that. But the other thing I really, really liked, and Jose is pointing out, the Nats haven't won anything yet. No, they straight up haven't. they have a good shot. They're going to be very rested, and they're very beleaguered, but much relied upon starting rotation is going to benefit a lot from that, whether or not they face Houston or the Jenks. But I liked I don't know, it's not irony unless I guess was that Alanis Morissette or whatever. But
isn't it ironic?
Yeah.
I'm
going to tell you one thing. Rain on your wedding day is not ironic. It is inconvenient. It's bad luck.
It rained the morning of my wedding.
It's good luck.
Yeah.
It's good luck.
It's
right?
good luck when it rains on your wedding.
It rained on my wedding day.
I love Mike Schilt. Who is Mike Schilt? He looks like
I forgot he was a manager.
That dude,
I was like, who's that?
The St. Louis's manager looks like a dude who manages a Costco or maybe a Smart and Final. I go Smart and Final.
Smart and Final?
He doesn't have
Bevmo?
tires there. He is
Bevmo.
not a mechanic. Is different.
Bevmo.
Bevmo. We'll give you Bevmo.
Bevmo.
But he's that kind of guy, and I loved him after they beat the whoever they beat in
The last team.
The other team. And he's like, nobody F's with us. Well, you got F'd with. You got F'd with pretty hard and pretty deep and not very long, surprisingly, but just saying.
Sounds like a good date.
Perez is having troubles on the Twitch. Did Twitch not pop up on us?
He said, how am I supposed to rule the pores on Twitch?
But
Twitch says it's online.
The important thing to look at with that series and look at the Nats and look at where they're going is that maybe they were good after all, and I was right. I was 100% right to be terrified.
Of the Nats?
Yeah, they're a good team.
Are you asking whether or not you should have been terrified?
I'm
because we
boasting.
lost.
Wait, you want credit
I'm
for
boasting
claiming
that I
the
was
Nats
right.
are gonna...
Hey, I told Ross Stripling.
Are you telling me
that I'm terrified, and he told me why I shouldn't be terrified. And Ross, you were wrong. You hurt my feelings. But I've talked to Ross. He's doing well. He says Kershaw's still kind of hurting pretty bad. But
are you telling me that good pitching beats good hitting any day of the week?
Sources confirm.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Sources confirm.
I will say that if it is the Nationals and Astros, which it's shaping up to look like that, unfortunately, which sounds like a really stupid World Series if you ask me. That's going to be one of the best pitching World Series of all time. I would say. I would argue that it is the best pitching World Series of all time. I mean, watch them score like 35 runs in the first two games.
You look at what Anibal Sanchez has done for the Nats, and let's say Houston gets in there, which is most likely going to happen. Like their worst starter is Zach Greinke. He's been kind of rough.
He is. Yeah, that's interesting.
He's been pretty rough.
Yeah, he's definitely their worst starter right now.
Michelle Carter, by the way, Michelle's family created Smart and Final. So does Mike Schilt, has he ever worked for your family's business? Let us know in the comments below. Press B for business. If we look at it a positive way, guys, there are a number of former Dodgers on this Nats squad, so that helps us feel even more betters, if you will, about, I wouldn't say rooting for them, but Boston is Elite is in the stream on Facebook, so you can chime in, not Facebook, on Periscope, so you can chime in on this too, but on top of wanting to not root, again, but at least be feel slightly better about the team that beat you, going to the World Series and potentially winning the World Series, doesn't it help it a little bit more that you have a bunch of your old guys on there? You got Howie and Kendrick.
Here's the thing, though.
Achilles.
They have the Walgreens symbol, and I have an issue with that. I find problems with that.
You're a Rite Aid girl, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you have better ice cream. Walgreens has no ice cream. That's all I got to say about that, really. I just hate their freaking logo. They might have the worst logo in...
Who?
Well, I'm thinking about it now.
Who?
The Nationals. I think they would. I would have to say they have the worst logo in all of baseball. Maybe the Indians are more racist, but
no,
they changed it. It's just a C now.
Yeah,
I still think the W is worse.
Worse for W.
The worst.
W for worse.
Hey, we gotta
put it in the comments if you have a worse logo for a baseball team. Please put it down. Minor league teams don't count.
And the fact that they throw out that curly W is like, no, just stop doing that. One, it's
that
called
curly
cursive.
W, and you're like, that's
W.
not how we talk.
But anyway,
the straight W.
I kind of like it. So it's just
all right, we're gonna turn Gary's mic off.
Gary's not allowed to talk anymore.
Sorry.
They got Howie Kendrick. They have Dozier, who, I mean, I just hate seeing Dozier happy with other boys because he was like, we wanted him to be our boy.
I like
Brian Dozier was supposed to be a
him.
Dodger for so long.
I still love him so much.
He was a nice kid.
He's so cute.
And
Friend
we
of
have
the
the
show.
Dozier Stadium shirt.
Dozier Stadium. Yeah. If he would have done a lot better, it would have gone much better for us.
And
You selfish bastard.
and even old friend Javi Guerra just hanging around in the bullpen there, not really doing anything. And Danny Hudson, who was very nice to me at Kershaw's ping pong tournament last year.
Oh, yeah, he is. I forgot he's on the team.
Yeah, he still has, like, somebody's got to teach that boy how to cut his hair. But I'm just saying. But the thing that
He's one of those Southerners.
this is the big thing. So everybody is, I would say, upset but not surprised. Dave Roberts is coming back. A lot of last week, I would say we were still in the angry. We were still going to be saying things that we wouldn't want to tell our significant other, i.e., let's say Dave Roberts, talking some hot smack on him, and maybe even talking some hot smack on the idea of analytics. We've seen a lot of that over this last week of everybody saying, oh, blah, 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 analytics. I would say everybody, but a lot of people questioning the analytics and all that. And I think even Pedro Martinez went in hard on the analytics. I think all of us can agree here this wasn't an analytics move. There wasn't analytics in the postseason that lost us. It was gut. Dave straight up said it was a gut decision. His gut was wrong.
So that just proves always go with the analytics.
Always. Robots.
Everybody else is wrong. Farhan's laptop's right. Get wrecked.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
But where the flip is, though, you see the Nats doing it old school. They're doing it where they're trying to ride their starters into the 7th or 8th inning. Like we were happy to see Buehler get as far as he did, and like, oh, Buehler went and got 6 and 2/3 innings, and
He
it's
should
like,
have pitched
man,
10.
that's amazing. Yeah, don't take him out. Let him throw 198 pitches. Who cares? We need to get in there.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
He was at what, 117?
Yeah, 117.
He was
which
up
is a
there.
career high,
No,
but
he
you know what?
was starting to miss his.
for a guy who's had
Pace-wise.
Tommy John surgery within the past couple years.
They still weren't like killing him. Bob Sacamano says, you actually believe the guy? Dude's a front office patsy. No doubt. We do know that he takes there's a game plan set. And that's where there is the struggle, is that there is a game plan set. Everybody in the world knew 3 days before that it was going to be Buehler, Kershaw, and, you know, that just helps you prepare that much more. Or maybe it was the baseballs, guys. Did you guys see the balls? Did you see Manfred's balls?
That
Did
is
you
a
see his
total
balls?
factor.
Manfred's balls? No, just the stamp.
balls,
Just the
balls.
stamp is different. Even though any other time of year that would have been a home run off the bat of Big Willie style Will Smith, all of a sudden,
Now hold on.
hold on.
There are also like 5 Nationals balls that would have gone out at
We're
the same
not
time.
choosing to
I
talk
hate
about
that people just want to, zoom in on one
one
ball,
home run.
the one ball that would have gone out. When in fact there was like 6 balls hit by the Nationals that would have been 550 feet if they had actually been the juice ball or whatever you want to call it. Everyone wants to be all pissed off about one ball. You guys are wrong. I'm gonna tell you you're wrong because you're wrong. We lost that series, guys. No one else lost that series for us. We lost that series. The balls didn't lose the series for us. Manfred didn't lose. I'm pissed. Now I'm mad. Now I'm upset. And now I'm going to say something.
No,
Boys,
but like
boys.
to argue against that point, that whole roster was built on the juice ball.
It was. You're right.
You know,
yeah,
and
we were
then-
built for that.
And then when they take away that juice ball, what are they supposed to do? The Nats
figure out
don't
how to play
have-
baseball.
Yeah, Nats
Became a
Nats
spicy
knew how to
game.
play baseball.
Yeah.
We didn't know how to play
Oh,
baseball.
so we're not a good baseball team.
Scandal.
You said it.
That is at
On
Diamond
video.
Tigers. Wait.
Hey, that
By the
works.
way, yes, Chris, we are live. I see on Periscope, Chris
Are you
underscore
live?
Moranis. It's not Moranis, but we are live, and we are alive. Well, maybe not Brooke. Brooke's not
I'm
so.
like half and half right
Brooke-
now. I'm
Brooke
kind of dead.
definitely-
Kind of dead to the world.
I don't think we wanted to turn this into a let's rehash Game 5 and rehash the series again so much, but other guys did. Other people did. I don't know if you saw Tommy. Tommy was like, if Tommy doesn't have something to say, and Tommy, of course, notoriously, what was it last year, is like anything if you don't win a series, you're an effing failure or whatever.
So they said, Tommy, what do you think about the loss in the division series? And Tommy said, who are you?
He said, I'll go when I want.
Where am I at?
Less up, Tommy.
Tommy, you're old.
Old man Vin talked to old man Ross Porter, and Porter said that Vin was completely shocked. But anytime you hurt Vin's feelings, that's a bad time. So Dodgers, what up? Friedman, what up?
If he wants a hug, I have yet to meet him, and I'm afraid I'll never get to. So, can we find him?
I think we're going to just have to throw a golf tournament.
We could do that because he's the only person I've ever wanted to meet in my entire life,
We
and I
have
don't think I'm
wings.
going to get to.
We'll have links. We're gonna
figure it out.
I'll probably cry. Is it okay if I cry?
I have 2
right?
degrees of
It's okay.
separation.
That's fine.
I can
Okay.
get it.
We can get this.
Oh.
I'll be our Vin on the phone
We'll
right
just
now.
We'll just live stream me meeting him and crying.
We're gonna have
I'm
Vin just say, "This is Dodgers Nation."
Holy
Dude, I
cow!
can't,
Yeah,
can't even think about that.
why is he going Phil Rizzuto? Because that's a good call.
That's a good call.
Holy cow! Plus Bob Sacramento's
It's pronounced Rarudo.
Rarudo.
That's a little throwback for you guys.
So what else is? Yeah, it's a good. Wait. What else has happened since we've been on here and cried our way through an entire drinking fest with here? By the way, I got a new koozie from our friends over at Vintage Brand. Check them out, vintagebrand.com.
We
But
got 10,000.
we got a lot of koozies. We're supposed to have another party, but thanks, Dodgers. I think the saddest thing that happened, Chris is in the stream, and he wants me still in the Celebrity All-Star game. I mean, I'm down. Chris, I'm down. Let's make it happen. Let's just show up. Let's just go. We're going to show up there. I'm going to have my bat bag.
They can't say no.
Yeah.
I hope I play in that celebrity game before you do.
I hope so, too. That would be the ultimate revenge.
That would be pretty. No,
I would appreciate that.
I'll film it. David Freese retired, which is one of the things we feared last week, and we knew it was going to happen. Our beloved Freezer is gone. So F in the chat for Freeze, I guess.
Oh, for Freeze.
Yeah, exactly.
I got it.
But were you were not even slightly shocked about that, right?
No, we knew it was coming. I think all of us internally knew it was coming, and they even gave you some clues as to who was going to be retiring at the end of the season. When you had the reaction pieces from the younger guys in the clubhouse, and they're like, a lot of these guys aren't going to be here next year.
Yeah,
and
they knew.
We knew it was either Rich Hill or David Freese or Russell Martin, one of the three, or all of the three, or two of the three, one or the other. It was going to be one of those guys, and so. Freeze, to me, made the most sense because if you remember last year, he was like, well, if the Dodgers don't give me a contract, I'm probably just going to retire. And that makes sense. And you knew that he was pretty much done. And so the guy's been through so much in his career, more surgeries, I think, than any of us hope to ever have in our entire life, mostly on his feet, which is that's tough. I don't know if you guys have ever had surgery on your feet, but that's a tough life to live.
I probably need several.
He's got robot feet by now. I think he's just got straight robot feet. So
just like Mom used to make.
It was a really good time. I'm really glad he got to spend that time in L.A. Hit very well in Los Angeles. Very clutch in Los Angeles, as he has been throughout his entire career. We just got him at the end of his career, unfortunately. So
Ryan Moore is
but we appreciate him.
Ryan Moore is asking if JT's going to take Freeze's spot.
I don't think you mean as the team dad, stepdad.
I think it's too early. He's too young for that.
He's too young for a lot of stuff. He's not going to be the guy off the bench or anything like that. He will move around the diamond, which we'll talk about a little later.
Breaking news: Steve Edwards, 718C, just pooped his pants. So we're very concerned for you, Steve Edwards.
He said, "Oh man, it's bad."
F in the chat.
F in the chat for Steve.
So again, nobody's surprised, but Dave Roberts is going to be back. Rick Honeycutt is out. These are the moves that we've missed since last week. He's going to still be with the club. It was him retiring, which how long has Rick been hinting at retirement? I think Honeycutt's been retiring for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, that back is really killing him. You know?
We saw.
What was the tweet? Do you remember the tweet from who? Gosh, who was it?
Somebody.
I don't remember what it was. It was him walking out to the mound at
wasn't it
we're gonna miss him. Who was
I think
that?
It was Tati. No,
it wasn't.
It was
Tati.
one of those types.
It was. It was one of them. One of the witches.
Whoa! I think that's nicely said. But Mark Pryor will become the pitching coach. I don't know how I feel about that yet because
Mark Pryor.
Yeah. As long as Bartman stays away, we're going to be good. Friedman extension is coming, so everybody's going to have the same brain trust to complain about for a good while. But one of the big concerns is with so many managerial openings. I don't know. Maybe it's not a concern for some people, but so many managerial opens in baseball. I think there's 8 right now, 8 openings.
8.
7 after Madden.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Madden hired by Anaheim today, and I think they're paying him in pills. It's rough. It's rough out there.
It's too soon, man. Too soon.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. My name is Diamond Hoggers. But Bob Guerin's probably on his way out. Raul Ibanez is probably going to be somebody that's plucked up from the organization.
Yep.
But
Yep.
if you guys want to go watch them, somewhere in their new organizations, you can use our special promo code OVERTIME in the Vivid Seats mobile app and save $100. It's just such a bad segue.
You mix that in very well.
Yeah. Save up to $100 on all ticket purchases for your first-time customers only. Again, that's Vivid Seats mobile app. But, all right, guys. I think we've determined that the right amount of time before we looked at next season is now. This is it. This is the time. In your guys' opinion, and everybody here in the chat, chime in. It's are radical changes needed. We've basically stayed the course with the core for the last 4 years and have had various levels of success. 17 was the year we were supposed to win it. It didn't happen. 18 was a luck year that we got there. 19 was God punishing us all. Do they stick with the core? Is it going to be the same Seager? Is it going to be the same, Turner, Peterson? Are these guys going to be back?
No. Name the core. Peterson's not the core.
He's the core. He's the granddaddy. He's the first guy.
No,
Jock is literally the first guy.
I've been trying to trade Jock for 5 years.
So have they.
Well, he's gone, right?
No,
he's coming
Jock
back.
is a free agent after the next season.
Oh, after next season, that's right.
So he should be traded right now.
He's going to be a Puig. He's going to be the Puig trade. Hopefully, hope to God they find a way to pull off the magic they did this last offseason with Puig, because we have two guys, Josiah Gray, who go vote. I think you can vote for Gray to win an award.
Yep.
Cool dude, actually, friend of Dodgers Nation. Yep. Electric pitcher. But we got Gray and we got Jeter Downs, two futures of the franchise, and they immediately plugged into the top 10 of the prospects for the Dodgers, and helped offset the graduation of Will Smith, Gavin Lux, Matt Beatty, and all these people. Yeah, so Peterson is probably out, but despite popular belief around here, he is part of the core. He was the first guy. He was literally the first guy up. He was all of them.
Yeah, he was one of the guys that came up right after the McCourt regime.
Mm-hmm.
And
2014.
He was the light out at the end of the tunnel for a lot of people. I mean, we talk about Puig like that a lot too. Like, he was that guy that brought us out of it, kind of woke us all up from the dead, and then from that's when he's the first of the young guys to start coming through. And so for us, Peterson's kind of like a figure in that way. But
so we're talking Peterson likely being traded. Gale coming in hot with probably the biggest one, and this one's going to hurt a lot of people, but the concept of maybe it's time to trade Corey Seager.
People talk about that a lot. That pops up a lot. Like, he had one bad season.
I wouldn't call it a bad season. It was still a good season. It was a rebound recovery season or whatever, but he's had now 3 bad postseasons.
Yeah, that's true, and I get that.
And if you have him and Belly constantly having
bad postseasons, that's not good.
Yeah, that's like going with analytics all season and then all of a sudden not. That's the best I got. But
did you see the
thing,
the Athletic article about trading for Mookie? Did you see like what they had offered for Mookie? It was nothing. It was peanuts. It was really low, and I get it. Mookie's about to have like 20 something.
Was that McCullough?
Yeah. It was like $25 million in arbitration or something like that for Mookie, so he's going to get paid handsomely before his free agent year. But it was like Jock May and Santana?
Oh, I did see
something
that.
Like that.
No, that's not even starting anything.
No.
That's not even for his chains.
I mean, to be fair, if I were the Red Sox, I would take if I were the Red Sox, I would not consider that package. I would consider only a package of minor leaguers because their minor league system is shot.
Yes.
Shot. They got nobody coming up. They got no chance, and they're a bad team already.
They threw everything at the World Series.
Everything into the 18 World Series. Everything. So they're going to be bad for a while. So they got to start trading away some talent and building that back up.
I think it was on Mason and Ireland. Dave Vassay was. I didn't hear it. This is secondhand knowledge, but we're going to put all the onus on Vassay, where he heard whispers of them looking to trade Seager. Which, of course,
we're going to put that onto him.
Yeah.
Because we didn't say that. We don't know that. But yeah, there's like that whole Lindor package that.
Lindor's.
I don't know, man. Seager's still my boy. I don't want anybody else. I'll take him all day. He had a bad postseason before that.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Whatever.
All of the kids have had bad postseason.
They're kids.
Lux wasn't that good.
They're kids.
Man, we needed Doogie so bad. I've seen that. Nola Frito.
Did you see he was like the last one in the dugout, just watching them celebrate? That broke my heart, dude. Forget everything else. Forget the hug to like the old guys. Forget Turner hugging Walker Buehler. When I saw Doogie just in his hoodie by himself, watching the celebration like 15 minutes after the game was over in the dugout still, I was like, oh, Doogie, this kid wants it so bad. I can't wait for next year already.
Yeah,
I am ready to have my heart broken again, no doubt.
I really do think there's not going to be drastic changes, but it's not going to be the same Dodger team. It's not going to be the same. It's not just going to be 17 to 18 was basically just a rollover. It really was.
Show your belly.
Yeah,
and accidentally get to the World Series.
Exactly, 100%. So this time through, if they do trade Seager, I'd be pretty surprised. On the other hand, if you're not going to trade him, you better extend him because he has 2 years. I think he's a free agent after 2021. He's going to get a raise. Despite people not thinking he had a fantastic year, he did have a good year. He led the National League in doubles. He's not gone. I don't think he's gone. One guy I feel fairly confident they need to trade is Kenta Maeda. I would say I don't know if the word's cheeky, but Friedman at his exit interview or exit media scrum this week was when asked about Kenta Maeda and his role and whether or not he's going to be a starter in 2020. He had like kind of a telling pause. He's like, yeah, he's going to be starting. But what I read in that is he might not be starting for us because I look at Kenta Maeda, and no doubt he should be starting. He gets you innings. They're not always quality, the most highest quality, but he's a top, he's a great number 5 guy. But he's lights out in the bullpen. And then we have the contract thing, and a lot of people have problems with the contract. But with Maeda, he's the 6th or 7th best starter on this team right now? That's with Hill and Ryu gone.
If that, yeah. Oh, yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
With Hill and Ryu gone, assuming no dipping into the free agent pool, Maeda is not your top 5 guy. Of course, they need these depth guys. The Dodgers can never operate without the depth. And I as much as we love Ross, I would love to see Ross go somewhere where he can actually do what he's supposed to be doing, is starting, instead of just, hey, we're here, we're going to use you this way because we can get away with it. We control you, but it would be fair to see him starting somewhere.
I would really love to see him go somewhere and actually start where he belongs. Mm-hmm. He needs to be in the starting rotation of like a decent team.
Charles Hamill says Maeda needs to be traded with his trash contract. Now, trash contract is tough because it is a good contract.
It's trash for him.
It's trash for him.
For
100%.
him, it's a trash contract. Yeah. For us, fantastic contract. I do think it should be changed up for sure if we're going to keep him on this
if
team.
he's sticking around, there has to be.
They owe that to him big time. Oh, my gosh. He's giving them so much financial flexibility.
In my opinion, so now as we get kind of further in, I'm looking at it. I sort of had a realization, like you guys look in between the 2018-2019 season. They went out and signed everybody brace yourself. AJ Pollock, I know, I'm sorry. Calm yourself. But they went and signed Pollock, and they signed Joe Kelly. And to me, I'm kind of, now that you sort of have this extra week after the season, you're seeing where the season ended up, and you're kind of assessing where they're at, and you're hearing some of what they're talking about in the next season. You're looking. I'm looking at those as somewhat panic moves. Like they were doing that. Like, oh, we're right here. It's not as bad as Boston trying to throw everything they can at the 2018 series, but they threw money. They did something they wouldn't normally do. They don't dip into the free agent market that way. They trade. They go out and get Scott Alexander the year before, which was trash because they got him for playing the Astros again in the World Series, and that's just not what you do. You don't build yourself to play one team. But I don't know. I felt like it was panic. It was a panic off season for them, and now we're looking into this 2019-2020 off season, and you wonder, like, are they going to panic more? Are they going to feel like, hey, we owe it to the fans? We need to go out and sign Garrett Cole or Anthony Rendon, and I think the deeper Coldone. I think the deeper the Nats go and all that, I really don't think Rendon leaves. I hope and pray that he leaves and comes to L.A. He apparently will do it for stupid money in short years, which is right up the front office alley.
Beautiful.
I don't know. Is there any merit? Do you guys feel like I'm onto something here? Like maybe as we're seeing these off seasons progress, like they're realizing, this window might be closing a little bit.
Is it though?
Is it? I mean, we got
honestly,
so many young guys.
Yeah, it's not closing. It's
in the West, no. Like the division window, no.
And that's what.
But the
Friedman
other
says.
teams are getting
Friedman
better.
says that as long as we make it to the playoffs are a crapshoot. That's his philosophy. It seems like. So I think
that's also Stan
the playoffs.
Kasten.
Yeah.
The playoffs really are a crapshoot. The
Nationals. Look at the Nats.
The Nationals are in the World Series. They had
Right.
what was it? Did you see that thing in June? They were like a 0.1% to win the NL pennant.
24-1 odds in Vegas.
To win the pennant.
Oh, if I could turn back
It's
time.
wild, isn't it?
It's crazy.
This is wild.
SD Dodger Dave says window isn't closing.
No.
Like I said last year,
The window's broken. It's lock stuck. It won't close.
The window's not closing, but it is closing. It's not shut, but it's going to close. We saw like early on in the season, the Padres did a lot of good work early, and they're still young. The Padres are going to get better. Arizona was really, they shouldn't have even been as good as they were. And good is used very loosely.
Arizona was weird.
Yeah, Arizona was weird. Colorado will kind of figure out a little bit. I'm pretty sure
They'll come back.
Arenado's going to go to each one of his teammates' house and just like plug them in the face and be like, do better next season. But these teams are going to get better. But more importantly, we're seeing the Braves get better. And Donaldson will probably remain with the Braves because it was a good fit. You're seeing the Braves. You're seeing the Nats get better. I really... Like I've said before, I've said it time and time again, they can't go and let Harper walk one off season and the next off season Anthony Rendon. You can't let your franchise just completely walk away from you like that.
No, they're going to throw a lot of money at Rendon.
Stupid
They're going to throw a lot of money at him. And that makes sense. And I think that's why they were so okay with letting Harper walk, because they knew Rendon was in his walk year. And ultimately, that's the guy you want on your team to build a franchise around, not Bryce Harper, because Bryce Harper is a man-child.
And you do got to consider the Phillies will get better.
They will.
It's probably without Gabe Kapler. And by the way, $5 on Kapler going to San Francisco. That's basically like
doesn't that
money
just
in
make the most sense out of any managerial position you could ever think of?
As far as 80s, like, come on over here, buddy.
SD Dodger Tim said that our World Series window is closing until our young pitchers can pitch 180. I mean, it makes sense.
Why can't they pitch 420?
There you go.
That's just a number.
420 innings.
Yep. Just it's Tommy back at the helm again. You look. I mean, as we dive back again, if in 2017 we had 2018 or even 2019 Walker Buehler, that series is in the bag. Let's be real. Had they gone to Dustin May in some bigger capacity this offseason or this postseason, something better probably would have happened. I don't know, man.
Jess says, I wonder if Brooks Ayers is also worth $330 million. Nope. $30.
Supercuts.
That's the haircut. OG Mike out in Riverside.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we follow him on Instagram.
Shipwreck boy.
Yeah,
that
followed.
boy.
We should do a show out there one day.
Bro, he is like
Wait,
the
you guys
ultimate...
want to do that? Because my barber guy always tells me to do a show at his shop.
There you
That'd
go.
be a pretty cool
That guy
show.
is
Like
the ultimate Dodger fan, and there's like 10 of them in there. And they have all Dodger bobbleheads.
Let's see if
on the
he's
wall.
cool with it. Let's go do it.
He 100% would be.
Yeah, let's totally
yeah,
do
he
it.
would be.
Yeah.
As all the people leave the street.
They're like, I don't care about barbers.
Riverside. Yeah.
Riverside. God.
So, getting back into the free agents, and then I did touch on Cole, touched on his juicy thighs here. This is so bad.
Pardon?
John Heyman, who is notorious sometimes for just saying words that come into his brain, but he says he sees the Dodgers or the Yankees as the big-time players. And we had that on our DodgersNation.com. I know it because I wrote it, but Garrett Cole
Wow.
linked to the Dodgers. You guys,
Do you think Scott Boras reached out to John Heyman and gave him a free quote?
Boris.
What?
I mean, it's better than.
Are you saying that Scott Boris and John Heyman are in cahoots?
No.
That's better.
That's going to be the tagline for the whole show.
That's better than the Boris quotes for Ryu. Did you guys see the Ryu thing?
Oh, yeah.
Scott Boris, bless his soul.
A businessman at his heart.
He compared the Ryu and his potential contract to buying a used car but without like a steering wheel or something like that. I don't know. It was special, but
It was not good.
It was not good. He was talking to Korean media, so I think he was trying to say it in a way
Lost in translation.
Yeah, it was a lost in translation thing. But I wouldn't bet every dollar. I bet every beer I have in the fridge here at DNHQ3.
There's 9 of them.
Is there 9? I bet half of the beers I have here in the fridge.
We have coffee too.
Yeah, we also have some Walker Buehler coffee. Check it out over at what is that again?
High Brew.
High Brew.
High brew.
I wasn't
High
even
Life.
there, and I know it's called High Brew.
Yeah, his favorite flavor.
Can confirm I did not mini golf.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah.
I duffed the putt. It was
Oh,
bad.
he choked hard against Bueller. Choked hard.
I was
Embarrassing.
rushed.
You choked.
They literally told me, okay, the lady was like, you have to go quick. You have to go quick. I was like, baby, I know how to go quick. Hey.
When you do mini golf, do you do the full tiger
I know, right?
lineup?
Oh, no. If I can still squat down, like, I'd be a whole different person. let's be real. But
Wait. So is Ryu gone?
Ryu's gone.
Ryu's gone.
Ryu.
Ryu.
I don't call him Ryu.
He's getting a fat Anaheim contract.
Yeah, I say
fat
Anaheim.
Anaheim contract.
Unless Zadie goes dumb and decides to give him money in San Fran, Anaheim makes the most sense. On the other
Anaheim makes
hand, the Yankees really, really need some starters because
That's true.
old man CeCe is about to die.
Is CC Sabathia 900 years old? How
Yes.
He has been around for so long.
SD
so
Dodger
long.
SD Dodger Dave says not sure Ryu is gone. I
I'm
seriously I bet
I'm
all
almost
my,
100% sure.
all my half of beers. I think
Rick Krajewski cries into his pillow right now, but
I know this sucks that Rick's working because they had to go and what's it called? Rick and Joe were called in to do the ALCS
FS1.
game late because the game was pushed back. So Buck had to go prepare for football. So bless up to our boy,
Stupid Buck.
Richard.
I mean, yeah, good job,
Yeah,
Rich.
what a dumb Buck. Chris asked for 4.5 beers. Yes, I bet you 4.5 beers that Ryu is gone.
I get the other half.
Which half?
The
The good half?
top
the
half.
cold half.
left half.
Anyways, what we I saw one. I saw there we go. Sandro
Oh,
Enriquez.
CC just entered the game, by the way.
Oh, nice.
According to SD Dodger Tim.
My buddy Sandro asks, "Is Jock coming back?" We did talk about that, and probably, but I don't think they should. I think it's going to be the same thing they did with Puig. He gone.
That'd be good. I'm all right with that. We
So,
can do whatever. I don't care anymore.
JT is open to moving around and seemed a little annoyed at the idea about moving around, but he's like, "Oh, I've done it before. Like that's my whole career."
I like how McCullough spun it as like he's into it. And it was like, did you read the quote? He's pretty like, whatever, dude.
Courtney's on Twitter right now, making sure
Oh, is she
people read the
going?
article. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got to
Yeah.
read that because he's not saying like, hey, I'm all for it, guys. He's like,
Whatever they want.
whatever they wanted me to move, I'll move. I can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can. I've done it. Like that's the tone. I take that as I don't want to. Third base is my position, but if I have to,
Bryson
they
Dart.
definitely
But
spun
should
that.
he be moved?
If,
mean,
if
based
on- For
he
Anthony
should,
Rendon,
he should
hell
only
yeah.
be
No, no,
moved
no.
for Rendon,
Only for Rendon.
or if
Or
Arenado
me.
wanted to get traded here for some reason,
or me. Yeah,
or
you
if
see
he
me. I'm
he's
a really good
he
third
could bend
baseman.
down like 3/4 of the way.
All
Yeah.
I do is
Is
ouch.
there?
He got hit in the shin.
Would it be good for Corey to move to third?
Still hurts.
He is a future third baseman.
Yeah, and then you can move
100%.
Lux over to
How's he going to
shortstop.
move to third when he's getting traded? Come on, guys.
That's a good one.
Is that a good one? Like to move
So
Corey to third and Justin to first?
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, then it gives
Right.
you flexibility for a
Right.
really good shortstop,
Yeah.
whatever way that might be.
I mean,
And at
we've
that
talked
point-
about we've talked about Lux, the shortstop, before a few times, which his arm is just it's not good.
We do have a hole at second base still, too. So Rendon can play some second base. Turner can play second base. JT was brought here to be a utility guy.
Yeah.
He was the OG Kike.
That'd be dope because then we have like 553 first basemen or something like that. So that would be ideal. Like you shift Seager over to the third and
plus,
then move
plus
Turner
Adam
to.
Kolarek. Plus
Oh
Kolarek.
yeah, Kolarek can
Yeah,
also play.
don't-
Yeah, I
don't forget
forgot
about that
Yeah,
first
baseman Adam Kolarek. But JT is a. Listen, guys, he's old. His knees are going. His gloves going. His wrist is going.
Yeah.
He's like going.
He's
He's old. So he has first base written
wrist
all
is
over
not
him.
his
He
fault.
has right side of the infield written all over him.
Yeah.
For sure.
The whole thing with JT was like they had to rest him. They had to protect his knees and all this kind of stuff.
Me too.
Yeah, bless up for
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 knees.
Brooks' knees. That's the Brooks knees. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys can just go ahead and you could follow me at bye. But
Goodbye.
but he needs more rest. JT needs more rest. He has one more year on his deal.
Don't talk about his deal.
Just give me the Rendon. Do it. Just throw all the monies. Give him all the monies, all the years, whatever he wants. We need that. We need to look to the future. And if you do let Seager walk, if you don't want to throw the Seager money at him, because he's so incredibly handsome, then you got Luxo that can go over there. Our boy.
He is adorable.
He is adorable.
Adorable.
Anyway.
It's honestly weird for me to think that we need Rendon more so than we need a closer.
Ooh.
Oh, well, here's the thing. We have a closer that's
you
about
got something on your mind?
I'm just saying, like,
Gary Lee.
can we? Is there any closer options out there?
Are you talking about like free agents or like trades or what are we talking about here? Because if you're talking about relief pitchers, there's a lot of relief pitchers that are going to be
closer.
like a real closer.
Did you guys
So I
see
don't have to take up my Tums bottles for the next 3 months.
Did you guys see
Aroldis Chapman can technically opt out.
No, we can't have him.
He can technically. There's 30 million left.
Steven Strasburg's going to opt out. Just throw him in the pen.
Chapman's also 32, has 2 years left on his contract that he'd have to opt into. He should opt out of that contract, actually.
He's probably not going to get anything better beyond that.
30 million? He has 2 years, 30 million left on his deal. He should sign a five-year deal right now and retire at 37.
All right. You're a bad agent.
I'm a great agent. He can't get pat. He throws fastballs. He throws fastballs.
And they're not as fast anymore. They're only 98, coward.
What do you think he's going to do when he's 37 years old? Still throw 100?
No, he
Fastball.
barely does it now. He has to
That's
muster
what I
up.
mean. He should sign a 5-year deal right now for like 80 million and then call it a day.
Boom. Guillermo, thank you. Hits it
Yes.
on the head. Russell Martin is your closer. There's your answer. Sorry.
Sergio Romo's out there.
We tried that. Been there, done that. It ain't it.
Will Smith is not a closer, but he could be one.
No, he's a catcher.
Russell Martin's second career.
What if we had 2 Will Smiths on the team?
Oh. Well, then they're going to put D and it's me, D Smith, and we can have our beloved Dills
Will
on there.
Smitty and Will
Dill
Smith.
Dilliam.
Brandon
Martin.
Kinsler's on the free agent.
Martin Brito says Russell Martin closer. I think we figured it out, guys.
That's it. That's all.
That's
that was
it.
easy.
We got it. But again, I don't know. Getting back to that, I don't know if you guys happened to watch any or much or all of the Andrew Friedman presser this week, but when asked about Kenley's role and Kenley's impending opt-out, like what, pretty much it was, what do you think? Is he going to be back? And no, Friedman, or I should say Friedman was like, yeah, but we don't really know. We don't know what role either. Like a lot of that is still fluid. And it's like, ooh. Finally, they're not just like, oh,
he's
yeah,
our closer.
Guy.
He's our guy.
Yeah, if Dave
I
was
love
there,
that. I got fired up about that.
If
I
Dave
was
was there,
like,
he's
get Rick.
He's our guy. He's our guy.
It's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good impression of that. Yeah, he's the guy we're gonna be. We're gonna be going with moving forward, and we think he's that guy, and we're confident.
He just
confident
has to
he could be
fix
that guy.
all his techniques or his
Guys.
delivery, whatever.
guys,
Okay.
James Brown is in the stream. And he said,
Brown.
I feel good. And he says also, Gagne was a failed starter. Hell yeah.
William, I can't say his last name. McLaughlin. Yeah, it is.
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
Like Sarah McLaughlin.
We can't have Chapman because he beats on people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
he
just-
hits
Yeah,
women.
Chapman.
he
I
hits
think
women,
Chapman's going
so-
to Houston.
We don't really
Yeah.
like people who hit women,
Guys,
except when it's
guys,
convenient
There
to
are
us.
principles here.
Guys, he only discharged his firearm in the garage because he was upset at his
That was Plexico Burris.
No, that was him discharging his firearm into his leg.
Into his own leg. Bless up, Plexico, wherever you are.
Jess is being real friendly here. She says, Trevor Bauer, I'll go pick him up for y'all. Thank you. How much money? No, you know what? F that. We don't want another podcast in here. We can't have that many podcasts. We're already competing with Ross.
What if he wants to come into our
Killing
podcast?
us.
He's kind of famouser.
Well,
Rosser?
I know my words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Kind of
saw him
famous.
at the stadium one time.
Rostifer?
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, he's a nice kid. Friend of the show.
Yeah. People are not too into Rendon. It looks like that's what I'm seeing in the chat. A lot of people are like, go
Yeah.
after pitching.
What is
Don't
it?
go
All
after Rendon.
Let's ask the question. Rendon or Cole? What do you guys want?
If I had, it's the exact same contract.
Sure.
Doesn't make any
it's
sense.
It's going to be somewhere about
Max contract for each
33
position?
million. There's
30 over
30,
5 or
33
roughly
million. Yeah, there
for each one.
Cole.
Probably about right. You want to go Cole?
I'm going Cole.
Jumping on that Cole train?
I don't even watch.
Here's
him
the
play
thing:
that much.
if you're
I
in
just-
Houston, you cheat. We don't cheat in LA, so
Chris wants
he might
Cole.
get a lot worse.
Jim
Oh, sure.
Jim asked, can Kershaw learn another pitch?
And I did like Rendon.
Change up.
Rendon's a really nice guy.
Yeah, you talked to him, right?
Yeah.
Did you tell that
Everybody's-
story already?
Yeah, we already told
You
the story.
did?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good
He's a really
story.
nice guy. He's
If you didn't hear, he talked to him when he was
on-deck
right by
circle.
the on-deck circle.
Yeah.
So and
Yeah,
he
he's
seems
into
like
it.
he wants to come here. A lot of people want Cole.
Confirmed.
Oh my god!
Everybody. I've never
Everybody
seen
wants
the
Cole.
chat that lit on
Holy
it.
God.
Whoa!
Someone said they want Tina. Oh, no, that's yes, Tina. Sorry.
That was Tina.
Tina.
Yes, Tina.
Tina wants Tina.
Tina wants Tina. Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, everybody wants Cole. That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, bring
Oh,
in
there's
Nicole.
Rendon's. There's one Rendon.
I don't know. I mean, granted, this team was very good offensively. We know that.
Wait. Do we want Rendon or Cole based on a juiced or unjuiced ball? Ooh, there you go. In a juice ball
Anthony
situation, what do you want?
Rendon, this is one of the things.
Well, Cole
Anthony
pitched well
Rendon
in a
has
juice
been
ball situation.
such a hidden player for so long.
Because he plays on a really crappy
Shit
team.
Yeah, I agree. Well, he played. What are you talking about? They had Harper. Did you not see the show flow?
They're also in the World Series. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're kind of. Well, they got rid of the
Forget
Harp.
about that, guys. That just goes to show you, if you get out of a toxic relationship, it pays off immediately, guys and girls.
The more you.
If you're asking that question, should I break up? Break up.
Yeah, exactly. Look at where he is now.
And if you break up, let us know in the comments.
Where's
below.
Hunter Strickland?
We
at?
know a guy named Stan.
Minnesota.
No, Hunter Strickland was on the Nats this year. Remember,
Really?
Gavin Lux went yard on him.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
That is the perfect full circle story, and I'm so happy about that. Oh, that
Yeah.
makes me happy.
Which is why Puig is going
That's why
to
I
San
have
Francisco.
a twinkle in my eye, despite the fact that the Dodgers suck.
How delicious would that be if Yasiel
Delicious.
Puig went to San Francisco?
I can see that. He fits the profile.
With Mad Bum gone. I don't know. I think Farhan knows too much Puigy.
Can't do that.
Farhan's like,
He's,
All right, there you
he's
go.
going to Florida.
Nomo,
Miami.
FOMO. Oh, you know how much Brooke loves Miami. Where you at? Where's Perez? Nomo, FOMO. Another one. Another good, very good one. Strasburg. Strasburg is straight the hell up going to opt out. And I don't think he's going to get Cole money, but
No.
he definitely deserves a lot of it.
yes.
Real Jessamore says relationship advice and Dodger stuff. Yeah, that's the show. That's what
That's
we're
what
about.
we do.
2
We're like
weeks.
Oprah.
2
Ask
weeks.
us a question, Jess. We'll answer it.
Yeah.
I'm Gail. Like of Oprah and Gail.
Tim, do you
Not
need
Gail.
advice?
Our Gail.
Anyway, do you guys go Cole or Strasburg? Who do you pick? Let us know. in the
Okay, here's the
comments
thing. I'm going to just throw this out there for everybody. Garrett Cole was not good until he came to Houston.
below. Well, yeah. They
Keep that in mind
do
because
the
they
analytics.
cheat. They absolutely cheat. He was a very, very average pitcher in Pittsburgh. And if you want to argue, you can do that because this is a free country. I was going to threaten somebody, but I feel like
Calm
I've
down
gone
over
too
there,
hard on
Isis
people
Brooke.
lately. So
Just do
Garrett
it.
Cole is a very average pitcher. Steven Strasburg,
He
much
was.
better. But Garrett Cole is very good in the playoffs, and he's been very good as of late. So kind of, pick your poison with that. Garrett Cole is, how old is he? He's like 29.
29.
29?
Yeah.
How old's Strasburg? 29?
Strauss is 31, 32.
Oh,
Strauss
man.
is a bit older.
He's same age.
Oh,
He's 3
man.
months
People got
younger than
old so
Kershaw.
fast.
Right?
Did you know Rizzo's 30?
I know, it's wild.
Bro, that blew my mind. I was like, I got old quick, guys. I remember when he was like 12 years old playing.
I'm old, so everyone's young.
Yeah, I know. But to be 30 and playing already.
Guys,
I'm
it's
like,
my birthday.
Oh,
Yes.
oh yeah. Sorry, bud. Sorry, Chief.
You just turned 21, so it's all good. You know?
Yeah, that's why I'm drinking for the first time.
Yeah.
Officer.
Ossifer.
Anyway,
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Baseball? I hate baseball.
Oh, here we go. Apparently, we're on dating topics now. Real Jess asked if you can date someone from another fan base. I'm an Eagles fan.
No.
I dated a Cowgirls fan. It didn't end very well.
I know a girl
No.
who dated a Giants fan, and she was a Dodger fan, and she said
And
it
now
went
she's
really
dead.
well, and then we almost murdered each other. So there's that.
I gotta tell you, the clap, like the pause clap, is one
Pause
of my
clap.
favorite things to
Pause,
do
pause,
on this
clap.
show.
Yeah, it's really, really, really good.
Anyway.
Says Strasburg will be 32 in July. Yep. He's
Rizzo is a free agent. No, we don't
He
want to
is.
go that way.
He
If we're
does technically have an opt out.
All right, I saw somebody bring it up earlier too. Now we're just kind of bouncing around random
Free agents.
free agent. Not even that, random in house. You think Eddie Rios has any spot on this team next year?
I don't think he had a spot on the team this year, and I really thought. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and you're not gonna like me for this. I said it earlier in the season, but there's no way you guys are gonna go back and watch those episodes because no one does that. I'm pretty sure.
Some people do.
I definitely said that Edwin Rios and Matt Beatty had no place on this team, and we're both going to get traded. I definitely said
Yeah,
that because
you
they
did.
don't.
You did. You
They
did.
don't have a place on this team. Matt Beatty forced his way on this team because he is a God, I hope he's listening one day. But he forced his way on the team. He made a spot. Edwin Rios, as large as the man is,
Wait. Well,
As you see, guys.
as you see,
It's all right, we've been drinking.
he
He's a tall fella.
he's a guy who just
Girthy.
profiles
He's girthy.
so well
Girthy
for a
is a good word.
rebuilding team.
Yeah.
He's a big dude who can hit a ton of dongs.
So it's going to be the package you're saying here is going to be Rios, Maeda, and Peterson to wear for what?
Miami.
To Miami.
To Miami for their statue. I don't know.
So they can bring back the fish.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna get from anybody, but Rios definitely profiles as like a Miami / rebuild Tampa Bay ish type.
Cam
Somewhere where they don't draw fans. That's where he needs to go because he needs to draw some fans.
Cam Riddle says Matt Beatty, future Dodger legend. Hell yeah, man, that dude is a beast.
I hope he's on that team for a very long time. I love Matt Beatty. I also think he's a great human, aside from the fact that he's a great ball player, and his wife's hilarious.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's not just because they're,
Hilarious.
like internet friends of ours now.
This
But
city
They are also
needs more
internet
Jessica.
friends. Jessica in LA, I would watch that series.
James Brown is asking if Kershaw can close and saying he needs to learn a new pitch. Well, we saw what he does in relief, so no. He had an
Very
ERA,
nice.
ERA close to, what,
7,000. Yeah,
in the
6.
first inning of games this year. He's not the guy. He's not the guy. Jose Rod asked Cincinnati again. Sure, why not? How many Homer Baileys you got? Can we bring back Alex Wood? He's a free agent, right?
Oh, yeah, Woody.
I don't want to see Woody.
I don't want to see him in the playoffs ever again.
The only Woody I want to see is,
From
Eric
Eric.
V.
Eric V.
Bring his
Oh,
doll with
Woody,
him.
yeah.
This doll.
Somebody brought it up. It was a good point. Oh, shoot. Oh, James Brown. He said Barnes has to go, which brings up a good point because we don't have 2 catchers next year.
Back to Miami. Yeah, we do.
Barnes is coming back next year.
Yeah, it's Barnes. It's Will Smith. And then it's also Kiebert.
Kike. Oh.
Let Kike catch, you cowards.
So next year will be the first year we get to see Kiebert doing some real baseball.
I saw somebody bring up, do you think they give like an owner's contract to Rich Hill? I think I said that last week. I do think Rich Hill makes his way back. However, if they at any point feel like they are on the Cole train, if you will, like they're on board, like that might happen, there's not a spot for Richie. So there's not
There's
going to throw
not.
that kind of money.
There's not. No,
But
he
even
he
so, if
needs
you can go get Rich Hill for like $4 million for 1 year,
$2 million,
nah, that's probably gonna be closer to 4 because
3.
the weight of his past work.
He is a very good playoff pitcher as well, so that would make sense.
Oh, there's a good topic. So
Playoffs.
no,
How we lost
some
and we're
I
no
think
longer in the playoffs.
Gary and I were talking a little bit about it yesterday, but of all the people,
Which meat you want at Korean barbecue?
yes, I mean you guys got that.
What's your favorite one?
The yummy one, the garlic beef thing?
No,
that's banger.
that's beef. It's garlic pork belly.
Whatever. It
Ooh, that
is.
sounds good.
They all look the same.
We
to
should
me.
get that.
Red M&M, blue M&M. It all comes out the same in the end.
Well,
So
that makes purple.
we have 2 more years of Clayton Kershaw. We're kind of looking at this contract. Granted, he's only 31, but we're looking at this contract as a kind of legacy contract. It's what have you done for, or what you've done for this organization, for this franchise. And no doubt, Kershaw was an exceptional starting pitcher in the regular season. We know he always is, but he can't win a championship. This is something we also know. He's incapable of winning a World Series. Is
Me
Clayton
too.
Kershaw. We look at that sort of legacy contract, and then I started thinking about Kobe, the Kobe contract that they gave him all the money to hamstring their organization, or hamstring the franchise just because, oh, you've done so much for us. Here, we're going to waste these next 8 years because of you, Kobe. What up, Kobe? Where you at, Kobe?
Why are you talking crap on Kobe?
I think
I'm just saying, like, I'm just comparing the Kobe and Kershaw
you have to do
contracts.
it.
I don't-
As a good franchise, as a place you want free agents to come to, you need to treat your players right. So if Clayton didn't make as much in 2008 to 2013, and they made it back up with this big ass contract in the end, I don't have a big problem with it. Same thing with Kobe. Like, he made nothing in the beginning, and now he makes a lot. Or he did make a lot towards the
at
end.
the end,
You know?
yeah.
So I think it all balances out.
As the great Margaret Thatcher once said, F them kids. It's one of her greatest
What are you
quotes.
looking at?
We did talk a little bit about Mookie Betts, Frank. I don't see it. It's never going to happen.
He's not
Yeah.
coming to LA.
We have already too many outfielders. Like
Me.
What? what percentage do you put it at Pollock being a Dodger? in 2020?
100.
Wow.
Put it at 100%. Absolutely.
Wow.
That's the silliest thing I've ever heard in my
Wow.
life. Of course he's a Dodger next year.
But why?
You guys
They
can
have so
suck an
many-
egg if you think he's not going to be a Dodger.
He'll be a Dodger if they don't trade away the Pollock.
That's
I mean, not the Pollock, the other guy.
I was like,
Damn it.
that's right. That's
Sorry,
accurate.
I'm not drunk enough, damn it.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to sign him for that contract.
Sacrilege, David.
To sign that contract and then to trade him after a poor performance in the playoffs, not even a poor regular season performance. He performed very average for his career marks in the regular
about,
season.
Pollock still?
Yeah, it's
Well,
exactly
he played
it's
like, what,
exactly
28 games?
Exactly what they expected out of him. And Andrew Friedman even said that when remember Gary, we were at his press conference, and he said if we can get half a season out of him in the first year, that's a win. And we did. We got
half a season out of what? I was
Pollock.
tweeting.
Out of Pollock.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
he
He,
did,
said
yeah.
if we knowing his health,
But we didn't get half a
passed,
season out of him. We got a quarter of a
we
season.
got a half season out of him, and
No, we
and
did
and the
not.
only reason we got that season out of him was because they had the bandwidth to be able to give him rest and to make sure that he was healthy, because they want him
When
healthy
Verdugo
for
was
all 4
healthy.
years of his
Oh,
contract.
that's
They want to
not-
make sure, and you know, you
Tim
can
is-
dump that Pollock contract, as SD Dodger Tim so nicely points out. You can. It's not a bad
No,
contract, especially
and
for
he
him.
makes
And there are
sense.
teams who would take it. I just don't think they're going to give up on him that fast. I don't think they're that quick.
It's
to
not
do
so
that.
much a give up on him. He doesn't necessarily have a clear-cut role on this team unless they do trade Peterson is the word I'm looking for. If Peterson's gone.
You need to trade Jock Peterson now. He's not worth the money he's going to get when he's a free agent. It doesn't make sense.
you're just gonna let
You're
him
not
walk.
going to sign that man for $20 million a year. You're not going to do that. Trade him.
And it would be what's it called? Words. The words I'm thinking of.
Right.
It'd be a qualifying offer situation with him.
Yeah,
And you'd be
100%.
terrified for him.
100%. You'd be like,
Terrified. He's gonna take
You'd
it.
be like, oh, he's going to take it.
I know.
Crap.
Like-
So you can't even offer it to him because you don't want that kind of contract on your team. It's not like he's gotten progressively better for the past 5 years. He's bounced around so much, you don't know what the hell to expect from him each season. He's either going to hit one home run and have a decent on-base percentage or hit
38.
30 and have a very low on-base percentage.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt this topic. David Vassay just interrupted our Twitter cast or whatever by saying that he did not say anything about Corey Seager being traded or getting in trade rumors or anything like
Well,
that.
then blame Stan.
Okay.
Who said that then?
That was on Mason and Ireland. I heard again. I even prefaced the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, David.
That-
that's on Mason then, which is
No, it was on Ireland.
No, it's on Ireland. That's
Ireland.
100% in
Wanted to
Ireland.
blame Steve.
You know, well, I mean, both of them don't know baseball. So.
No, they're like the Baloncesto guys or whatever.
Yeah. They only like baseball when it's the postseason.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so like those, they're those types. They just show up for the postseason.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
They want to be part of LA.
They get paid to be.
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys got anything else? What were we talking about? What were we angry about? Seager's remaining a Dodger.
A little bit of everything.
All right. How you feeling?
I'm still sad.
You want to add anything? David Jinso says this show is depressing, knowing we should still be playing. I know.
Well, you're
It is
supposed to be
very
drinking.
depressing. Why do you
You're supposed
think
to
we
be
don't know
drinking.
what we're doing right now? Because we were supposed to talk about baseball and how we just won another game, but we're not doing that. We're talking about next year because we're losers and we suck and we lost to the Walgreens team. Pull that clip. I'm gonna need that for my Instagram. I'm gonna need that.
You're gonna see the audiogram with all the.
You see the vein popping out? I'm just so upset. Listen, guys, we suck. Tomorrow's Clint's birthday party. No, wait, Saturday.
2 days. Saturday's.
Saturday's Clint's
What are you
birthday
dressing
party.
up as?
I was gonna be a. This is a good one. Ready? I'm dressing up as AJ Pollock's playoff performance and not showing up.
I knew it. I knew he wasn't going to show up.
No,
See, I
I'll-
told you guys he's not a true blue fan.
no, I'll probably be there. My wife probably won't be there though. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if you were gonna miss her or not, but
But it's a dress up. She can dress up too.
I'm like Stan. Oh, I should come dressed up as Stan. Stan should dress up as me. Now mine will be racist. I can't do that. There's no way I get away with that.
No, yeah.
He could be white and
Just
draw
wear the
trees
reuse
on his
You're
shirt.
going to do
arm.
white face?
White face.
Oh, God, no. You know? Can't do that.
Whoa, that's racist.
Yeah, it's
Look at
racist.
him.
I'm offended.
Yeah, he's offended. Don't do that.
Oh boy.
Steve, that was one thing for my party. Steve says I'm going as Kershaw for Halloween. I was like, that's the worst thing you can do. As part of the costume contest rules, you can't dress up as Clayton Kershaw because we don't need that kind of terror in our lives at my party. We're trying to get to a place where we don't feel anymore. So,
hey, Cam Riddle, you can catch these hands any day of the week.
Brookie, yeah, Brooke with an E is a girl's name.
You're right.
Wasn't there a famous baseball player named Brooke?
No.
Brooks. There was Brooks Robinson.
Yeah, Brooks. Brooks. Oh, sorry, that's right.
Anyway, so you guys make sure you follow us on the internet where you can see scenes from my party where we're all very lit and probably a very, 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 very drunk and incoherent FRG. But in the interim, find us on the internet at DodgersNation.com. We put out new stuff constantly, and it's not regurgitated filth from days before. You can also subscribe to Blue Heaven on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, Player FM, all the places you can find podcasts. We're probably, maybe, possibly there.
I didn't know there were that many places to find podcasts.
There are so many.
I'm really bad at listening to podcasts, except our own.
I don't even
Except
listen.
our own.
I hate podcasts.
Sometimes I'll listen to ours.
When it's really good and I say a lot of good words, I'm like...
When I say something stupid, I'm like, I gotta listen to that again. Guys, I am at BrokeMe3 on Twitter and Instagram. This guy over here is at RealFRG on Twitter and Instagram. And that guy over there in the corner with the little camera over there, is it pointing at you? There it is. That's at Mr. Gary Lee on Twitter. Make sure you follow him because he's cool.
I'm a horrible follow. Don't follow me.
Thank you all for hanging out with us. We will be here with you all off season long because we don't just...
Because it just started.
Yep. Oh,
I'm sad.
damn.
I'm so sad.
We'll get more alcohol.
I'm so sad, guys.
We will
hate
see you
baseball.
next Thursday.
I'll see you next Thursday.
Bye.
Bye. Later.
That was bad. I hate that.